Hello and welcome to another Lost Reaction. This is Season 6, Episode 9. Yes, 9. Aerterno. I know what that means. In the last episode, Sawyer. We had a flash sideways for Sawyer, who is a cop in this reality, which makes his actions in the episode LAX parts 1 and 2 a little bit suspect. He clearly saw that Kate was handcuffed. He clearly saw that Kate was up to something on the plane with the pen that she stole off of Jack. So why didn't he intervene if he's a cop? Not his problem, maybe. He doesn't seem to be that sort of cop, so I don't know. But that was quite interesting, and in our reality, Sawyer went off to the Hydra to do a bit of recon, and unfortunately a little bit of recon was done on him and his group, all in Charles Widmore's name, who is now on the island, properly on the island, with people. And he has hinted that things that we have been told aren't quite as they seem. I mean, I think we knew this all along, but what things? It was all brought up because Sawyer mentioned the psycho marines that were sent to destroy everyone on the island. Maybe that wasn't his intention. Maybe he didn't kill all those people on the beach. But if he didn't, who did? Smokey is the obvious answer there, but he didn't look as though he knew what was going on either. And what else did we have? Well, the man in black is leading his people, and he's got quite an army behind him now, including Jin and Kate, who are there by default. I think they haven't chosen to follow the man in black as such. They're just in that group. Whereas Claire, Saeed, possibly even Sawyer, are definitely following his lead. And right at the end, Sawyer actually double-crossed Charles Widmore in order to give the man in black the upper hand. So, this episode, Aerterno, from eternity. That suggests that I'd say that we was going to get a flashback, but we haven't had flashbacks this season. But maybe we are in this one. And well, it can only be about Richard, Jacob, or Mr. Mysterious, the man in black himself. It's a heavy title, From Eternity, or To Eternity, or whatever. 1845, where Richard's story kind of starts, I suspect, doesn't seem like that long ago, compared to the possibility of Jacob and the man in black being eternal. So maybe it's going to be about Jacob and the man in black. Maybe we get a few more answers, other than that the man in black once had a mother, because that's literally all we really know about them. Oh, and that Jacob has been spying on most of the characters for most of their lives. But apart from that, we don't really know a lot about these two characters. So that's what I'm hoping for. But I suspect it's going to be a Richard episode, because we really kind of need to know why he can't die, what his purpose is. I think Jack has served his. I think Jack's purpose was to actually, save Richard. Let's go.
Candidates for what? to replace Jacob. She said I was one of them. And so are you, and so is Hurley. After I brought them to the temple, what do I do?
Ask Ricardus. He'll know what to do next.
So, Richard, what do we do next?
Is that I have no idea what we do next.
Why would Jacob say you knew what to do if...
Because everything he ever said is a lie.
What are you talking about?
He has really lost his faith still.
Secret, Jack? Something I've known a long, long time. You're dead.
No, you're not.
You mean that figuratively, right?
No, I mean literally. We're all dead. Every single one of us. And all this, it's not what you think it is. We're not on an island. We never were.
We're going down that...
We're in hell.
Oh, he's gone down that
So
road.
I'm not interested in what Jacob said. In fact, maybe it's time we stopped listening to him and we started listening to someone else. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
The Man in Black. They've really lost their way. And he has, especially. I can't believe they're not... the purgatory and the hell thing. I'm not buying it. They've been pushing that one too much.
Sí, yo te puedo ayudar, pero yo no sé cómo encontrarlo si yo no sepa dónde se fue.
Who's he talking to?
What's he saying?
What's who saying?
Jacob. I saw you talking to him.
That wasn't
I'm not
Jacob.
talking to Jacob. Don't lie to me.
I've known him since I was 12 years old. That should count for something.
So you guys met when you were kids, huh?
No, Frank, I was a kid.
He was still...
Richard looked just like he does today.
You're saying this guy doesn't age.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And how the hell do you think that happened?
Yeah, we would all like to know that one. Jacob touched him. It's all we know. We are getting a flashback. It's already on the island. Oh, Canary Islands. Ha. 1867.
Dale esto al doctor.
No, Isabela, no.
Tómalo, mi amor.
Te voy a salvar.
Yeah, I'm thinking he made a deal with Jacob. Same as Dogon did.
No vale nada.
Really?
No, por favor, señor. No, por favor. No.
Oops, daisy. You have the medicine. Get the hell out of there.
¿Está en inglés?
Sí. Yo me he estado enseñando yo mismo. Isabela,
Right.
mi esposa y yo íbamos a ir a...
Do you speak English? I asked, do you speak English? Take him away and bring me another. Hang him.
Yes, I speak English. Yes, I speak English.
Wait! This man is now the property of Captain Magnus Hanso.
Magnus Hanso.
I hope we don't get seasick.
Yeah. There we go.
¡Espera! ¡Puedo ver tierra! ¡Veo la costa! ¡Es una isla! ¡Veo el diablo!
Devil. Oh, it's the statue. Oh! They were high waves. That's how it ended up all the way inland. But I thought it arrived when we saw it in the Jacob scene. It was calm ocean.
Why are you doing this?
Because if I freed you, it'd only be a matter of time before you tried to kill me.
Ah, black smoke protected Richard.
What happened up there?
Didn't free him though.
¿Desde que regrese quién?
Diablo.
El diablo.
Yo miré en sus ojos y todo lo que vi fue maldad. ¿Tú lo has visto, Ricardo?
So it's another thing that says that the black smoke is the devil. Evil. And if you're dead, you can't die twice, can you?
Here. Water.
No, that sounds like the man in black. Yep, it is.
Who are you?
A friend.
I am in hell.
Yes, I'm afraid you are.
What?
It's good to see you out of those chains.
What are you doing here? Who gave you this?
Where's my wife?
What?
Where's my wife?
I don't know your wife. Did she come here on the ship?
No, she's dead.
Then why are you asking me where she is? Get up, we need to talk.
Oh my god, this needs to be a double episode, really. So the man in black was all lies, so let's hear what Jacob has to say.
My name is Jacob. I'm the one who brought your ship to this island.
You brought it here? Why?
Company?
Think of this wine as what you keep calling hell. There's many other names for it, too. And here it is, swirling around in the bottle, unable to get out, because if it did, it would spread.
Right, so they're keeping it on the island.
Cork is this island. And it's the only thing keeping the darkness where it belongs. That man who sent you to kill me believes that everyone is corruptible because it's in their very nature to sin. I bring people here to prove him wrong. And when they get here, their past doesn't matter.
Before you brought my ship, there were others?
Yes, many.
What happened to them?
They're all dead. Do you want a job?
He's just looking for one uncorruptible person.
A job? I want my wife back.
That can't happen, she's dead.
Can't do that.
Can you absolve me of my sins so I don't go to hell?
I can't do that either.
What can you do then? Make him immortal? Or
I
angels?
never want to die. I want to live forever.
No, you don't.
That I can do.
You let him talk to you, didn't you?
He told me to give you this.
White stone.
I've changed my mind.
You don't get to switch sides now that all options are closed.
I was wrong. You said I could change my mind. Didn't you hear what I said? I told you people I don't know anything. Just calm down. Why did you follow me? Your wife sent me.
Oh, it was his wife.
What did you say?
I said your wife sent me.
She's standing right next to you.
And he can't see her.
¿Estás tú realmente aquí?
Cierra tus ojos.
She wants you to close your eyes.
Ya has sufrido suficiente, Ricardo.
Te extraño. Yo haré cualquier cosa para estar juntos de nuevo.
Oh, we're back in the past again.
Don't gloat, Jacob. Doesn't become you.
So you tried to kill me?
You expect an apology?
No. I guess I'm just wondering why you did it.
Because I want to leave. Just let me leave, Jacob.
As long as I'm alive, you're not going anywhere.
Well, then now you know why I want to kill you.
Yeah.
I will kill you, Jacob.
He does.
Even if you do, somebody else will take my place.
Well, then I'll kill them too.
So, Jacob was the
Sooner
guard.
than you think.
Okay, as you can tell by the costume change, it's been a couple of days since I watched it. The episode, sorry. Since I watched the episode, because I wanted to give myself a little bit of time to think about things. Kind of wish I hadn't, because I'm nowhere near understanding everything in this episode than I was after I watched it. And I've got to admit, I've watched it 3 or 4 times since then. It's an absolutely brilliant and information-packed episode. Lots of symbolism in there as well. Where to start? 1845, the Black Rock sets sail from England on a trading mission to Siam, apparently, according to the records. We don't know if those records are true or not, but they are the official records. Doesn't arrive on the Canary Islands till 1867. So where was it for 22 years? Is this simply a continuity cock-up? Somebody who wrote the 1845 episode forgot about the dynamite and the fact that dynamite wasn't invented till 1866, and this episode just corrected that mistake, or whether there is actually an in-universe explanation for this. We know things can travel in time, so maybe it travelled in time, maybe it got caught in a time thingy and got transported 22 years into the future, or maybe it just got captured by pirates or a hostile nation. There were, I believe that the Dutch, the English, the Spanish, the Portuguese, and possibly the French were all vying for land, minerals, resources, and, colonialism around that time. So there'd been a lot of privateers and pirates and stuff. So maybe it got captured by pirates, maybe it got captured by the Dutch. That's why a person with a Dutch name, Magnus Hanzo, ended up as a captain on board an English ship. I don't know. It's an inconsistency that I don't think is going to get resolved in the show, but there's plenty of ways to explain that 22 years, I think. Next, Jacob recruits Richard to be an intermediate between himself and the people he brings to the island. And it's all about making sure that the man in black never leaves the island. The island is the cork that keeps the man in black inside the bottle, so to speak. Interesting. Obviously it's hard to ignore the symbolism there, that God, devil, and Richard acting as a Moses, Abraham, Jesus, Muhammad, prophet, Messiah figure. Symbolism. Remember, it is symbolism. I'm not dissing anybody's religion or faith or anything like that. Symbolism. But it does beg the question, well, how many people before Richard were brought to the island? 2, why does Jacob seem to bring people to the island in devastatingly destructive ways? Had the Black Rock smash into the statue on a tidal wave. Had the 815 crash land, or well, crash mid-air and break apart, killing hundreds. The Hydra flight crashed. Even Rousseau and that lot were brought in on a storm. Why bring them that way? If they're invited, why make it difficult for them? Is Jacob a metaphor for God? Is the Man in Black a metaphor for the devil? Or is it maybe the other way round? I still haven't decided. Maybe the real test is, will you follow the right path even though all the evidence points you in the opposite direction? So all the evidence points towards follow Jacob. He's the calm, he's the passive one, he's the kind and forgiving one. Whereas the Man in Black is angry and killy and monstery. But maybe the real test of faith is, can you see through the bullshit? Can you see through the obvious to follow the correct path? And we're not going to get any answers, because in real life you don't get those answers. What else is there? Well, it's just led to lots of questions, I think. Like, how did Ellie and Charles get on the island? And how did they become leaders? Were there other leaders before Ellie and Charles? How long was Richard alone on the island for before Jacob brought more people? How did Richard react when more people came? And that he had to be the leader that wasn't a leader, so to speak. And if Richard knew all along that Jacob was bringing people to the island in order to test them, or in order to prove his point to the Man in Black, why did Richard allow Ben to kill or harm the 815? In fact, why did he allow Ben, Ethan, etc. to interfere in their journey whatsoever? What was the point of all that hostility? Richard himself has been quite hostile as well. Why is that? Why is he getting involved? Who was the man in the cabin? The original man in the cabin. What was Christian? Was he the smoke? Was he Jacob? Was he Christian? Can Jacob turn into smoke? Why did he kill all the Dharma people? Were Dharma invited onto the island? What's the big with all the Egyptian stuff? The statue, the hieroglyphs, the temple. And more to the point, what the hell is the big donkey wheel that can time travel? That just seems so out of place. I mean, you could believe that the island was a Garden of Eden type thing. A paradise where, well, paradise, heaven, where all your sins are forgotten and you get to start again, afresh and anew. But then you got the electromagnetic thing and the time travel-y thing, which just doesn't fit into any picture. Okay, yeah, well, let's get back to just the episode itself. It was absolutely brilliant to see the Richard backstory that we've been wanting for the last 6 seasons. And it was a very compact backstory. I don't think we need... Well, I'd like to know more about Richard on the island. Though his first few years on the island. Okay. I mean, I did love this. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely adored this episode. It was another 10 out of 10. Possibly higher. possibly 15 out of 10. But it's brought up so many questions. Like how the hell does Jacob have the power to grant immortality? And 2, is it immortality? I mean, is Richard going to be alive in 10 to the 10 to the 10 to the 100 trillion years, when the universe is a dark and cold place and there are no stars left alive? Or is it just, he's going to live for quite a long time and then he'll probably die? Because immortality sounds like a great idea, but it really isn't. Luckily, he's got the agelessness as well, so that does help. You don't want to be immortal, but still age. I'm babbling now. Okay. I think I might be a little disappointed if this turns out to be just a good versus evil show, because it has so much more in it than just the Jacob Man in Black bit. I mean, we didn't even know about that until 10 episodes ago. And I would like an explanation of exactly what happened at the Swan and how that timeline all fit back together again, the 1977 to 2007, but from the point of view of Juliet blowing up the bomb. I don't know. I'm more confused now than I ever was, I think. I think I'll leave it there and come back on the next episode with something a little bit more substantial, hopefully. You never know. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, keep well, keep safe. Taddy bye. And when you think about it, Jacob's death count, his kill count, is way higher than the Man in Black's. Only only about 60 people survived the 815 crash. That leaves good 300 people that were killed. So the Man in Black seems to kill people proactively. He actually kills them or gets other people to kill them for him, whereas Jacob just kills people passively, causes things to happen that end up killing people. He very deliberately, let us not forget, very deliberately saved Saeed from a road accident by pulling him aside while doing absolutely nothing to save Nadia. So yeah,